so nuts with attention. Did you hear about that one guy that crashed his plane on purpose for YouTube views?
Yes.
Like he jumped out of the plane.
Hiked.
And like let it fucking crash.
For views.
For views.
I mean, I guess when you're doing the math and you think how much...
Admits to deliberately crashing plane to get YouTube views. So, like, this guy just jumped out of a fucking plane. So, like, who knows whose kid that fucking plane is going to slam into?
Yeah.
Imagine you're hiking with your family. This is amazing. Beautiful
I love
mountains.
you so much.
And you get hit in the face by a plane.
By a plane that was, like, flown by a YouTube influencer.
Why would, I mean, you just ruined that plane, too.
Well, I think the calculation is he knows the number of views he's going to get on YouTube will generate more money than the plane was worth. So there's a profit there. Like whatever he paid for the plane is probably less than what he'll make from YouTube from that video.
And he got video footage of the plane crash. So he had a camera on the plane.
It is so crazy we could do this now, that we can convert our lives into money. It's so crazy. You could like just film yourself doing shit and then like maybe make so much money off of like just stuff that, you know, normal stuff.
So was this guy trying to say that the plane crash happened with him in it? Was he trying to like fake that? And they had to hike out? Is that what he's doing?
No.
Or did he like let people know that he jumped out of the plane?
All right, here's
and
what
filmed that.
He said
for
it was
the
an
viewers?
accident.
That actually happened in 2021.
Oh.
And they just found out about the whole investigation happened.
It's cool, man. There's videos of pilots watching the video and like making commentary on why it's suspicious, because like apparently you look at the plane and there's stuff that should be in a plane that's not in a plane, like expensive stuff.
Yeah, he said it's just like he was acting like the engine went out and he had to bail. But he also then went and knew where it crashed and snuck back in and pulled the wreckage out before like the FAA could go and investigate.
He pulled the wreckage out?
Right here. He says they told him to preserve the wreckage. He said he waited 2 days to report the crash. I think he had already gone to tow it out of there or something like that.
Huh. More than 2 weeks after the crash, he had a friend and flew a helicopter to the crash site and airlifted the wreckage to Rancho Sisquoc in Santa Barbara County, where it was loaded onto a trailer attached to Jacob's pickup truck. Whoa.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, he unloaded it in a hangar, drove the wreckage to an airport. He then cut up and destroyed the airplane wreckage and, over the course of a few days, deposited the attached parts of the wrecked airplane into trash bins in the airport and elsewhere. Wow.
3 million views off of that.
Yeah. It's super normal to be just chopping an airplane up and putting it in trash bins all over the airport.
Think of like your
Super
inner
normal.
dialogue as you're depositing your plane wreckage.
What would you do to a body? That sounds like sounds like he's doing to a body.
Yeah, he was. He was just trying to like it's such a complex way to get YouTube views. Like it's
it worked though.
It worked.
But now he's going to go to jail.
For maybe a long time. Like,
really?
Yeah, like I think so.
20 years he faces in federal prison.
Holy shit. 20 years for a stupid YouTube stunt.
And a penalty of up to $1,644 for each day he did not return something.
I mean, we do need strict penalties.
To
keep people from just like dropping planes out of the sky on us.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to set an example for a guy like that. And that guy could...
Dude.
I mean, who knows where that plane was... What happens if that plane catches wind?
That's so wild.
Flies into someone's house, and then the guy's a mass murderer.
When they were making YouTube in the early days, I don't think they ever thought that like there would be plane crashes because of their technology. I don't think they ever thought like this thing is going to like influence society and just destroy lives. People are going to ruin their lives for views on this thing.
Imagine that guy had to plot out where the plane was going to crash, too. Because he had to be jumping high enough where you can jump. I don't know what that threshold is, but you got to be pretty high up there where you can jump and then film yourself before you even pull the parachute, right? So he's filming himself.
Yeah, I mean, it was a plan. Like, he thought
So
about
that
it.
fucking plane is
Way up.
that's so risky. How long do you think he flies for? If you really, he could have killed people
Easily.
100%.
I mean, the assumption is no one's going to be out there, but I mean, that's a huge assumption.
Such a huge assumption. You could hit another plane. There's a lot of things that can happen.
Yeah.
You're way up there and you're bailing out while it's way up there. So it has to be up there enough where you can jump out. How high was it when he jumped out? Does it say?
More details. He said he was trying to get a sponsorship deal.
With who? Better Health? Who was the sponsorship with?
I can almost figure it out, so I'll just let you know. Doesn't say.
What do you mean you can kind of guess? Oh. Jesus Christ. He's trying to get a sponsorship.
I mean, this era of capitalism is so bizarre.
It's so bizarre.
The way people are manipulating the system or just what they're doing. Wow.
Yeah.
That's what I love. Regardless of how, also, you have to, like, ethics aside. Whoa.
Yeah.
That is badass. Like, pull away the ethics. Just look at, like, purely, what? Not only did you, like, fly your plane in the sky, jump out of it, but, yeah.
He represented the United States in snowboarding in the 2014 Winter Olympics.
He's an Olympian.
Whoa.
And then he, like, put himself in the worst situation and managed to hike out and then, like, monetize it, dispose of the plane. He has a friend with a helicopter who was like, yeah, sure.
I'll get your wreckage.
Fuck, man. That's like, pull the ethics out. And it's like, what a fascinating, rotten dude, right? Like,
yeah, right?
Like, whoa.
He's got a friend with a helicopter that pulled plane wreckage out of the mountains.
He's got, like, that's how you know you got a friend.
Yeah.
When
Or you
you're-
pay him a lot.
Right.
Because, like,
Right.
what he was doing illegal? Like, there's probably some rules. Like, if you have to report a plane crash, you can't just, like, take the wreckage.
I imagine there's enough, like, ways you could talk your way out of that one.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
He told me he reported it.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Yeah, right. That. I'm sure. Yeah, I mean,
I didn't know.
fuck, I don't know.
I'm just out here working.
Flying my helicopter around.
I don't know what's going on. Just picking up a broken plane.
I am but a helicopter pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine the helicopter pilot is, like, probably sweating a little bit, but he's probably okay, right? Like, because they're going to focus on the maniac who flew his plane into a mountainside for YouTube views. What a world.
What a world.